No llores, no llores. What's
Ey,
up,
no
everybody? This is
llores,
your girl,
vato.
Alexis Ray, coming at you with Everybody Hates Lex podcast with Bless, and we have our special guest, Adriana, in the house. Let's go.
Hello,
All
hello.
right. This is Girl Talk. But Bless is
Thank you
here and
for
he's
having
monitoring us
me.
because to make sure we don't get too crazy, okay? Too crazy, too crazy.
What is too crazy?
There's no limit with us. There's no limit. The hell? All right. And just as a heads up, everybody that's tuned in on Facebook, I want y'all to know I cannot see your comments unless you come to StreamYard and put your comments. Or if you want to go to youtube.com at Everybody Hates Lex Podcast, you can write your comments on there. They'll pop up on our little screen and we'll be able to read and comment and reply. So tune in and do it. So, all right, guys. So, episode of Girl Talk. What's going on? Don't mind Bless if he starts crying a little bit. It's just he's getting a tattoo on his neck. We're here to hold his hand and give him support because that's what we do.
Hey, clock it.
Clacking, clacking, clacking. He's gonna come in and beat us up. All right. So, all right. Did you? So you said you had some things that you wanted to address. So what's up, Adriana? Let's bring it to the table.
Okay, so what makes good girls turn turn naughty, turn crazy,
You
turn
turn crazy,
bad?
yes, loca. Yeah. Let me. Well, okay, let's go. Let's get this. Let's go this on there. So I feel there's a lot of things that can make somebody like if when you do that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like once you if you don't establish the boundaries in the beginning, that's a problem because it's gonna be a problem later. You know what I mean? And if you feel like if people, um, like per se, and I can't just say men in general, but just when you're in any relationship, you know, without those boundaries, it's just gonna be, whoo, manipulation. People knowing what they want, but then just not doing it. What do you think?
Well, as far as relationships, I think it comes both ways. It has to be a lot of communication with both partners, both female and male. Sometimes there's males that play too many mind games, and sometimes there are females that play too many mind games too.
Yep.
So, like I said, what was
No,
it?
there is.
Well, shut up, don't move.
Told you, we got the tattoo guy right there. Just push, pop him, just one good one. Give
No,
him energy.
and and also too, I believe it has to do a lot with respect, respect, loyalty, and we're missing that nowadays. We are missing that in this generation. We are missing the loyalty. We are missing the respect and the communication because everybody has social media, and we're too open to social media, and it's easier for people to be disloyal.
Oh yeah, I think that's a thing too. But I think that especially like if you're like we kind of covered a subject the other day, is like if you're with somebody who's an influencer, you know what I'm saying? Destiny, there you go, Destiny. Communication is key. But like if you're an influencer or you're in like on social media and stuff like that, if you're dating somebody, it's either one, either be single and thrive, or two, date somebody who is not insecure about themselves because they know where you stand. But at the end of the day, you have to establish those boundaries of like where you stand and stand on that. Like if you're with that person, you be with that person. It's not about
Yeah,
keeping them a secret or keeping them behind closed doors. You can keep your relationship private, but
Estaría
let
ocupado.
everybody know about your partner at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
correct, correct.
And I feel like when people are dishonest about a lot of things, um, I feel like I don't know. I feel like when people are dishonest, that's where everything starts to kind of turn. If you're not honest in the beginning of where you want it to go, then you just gotta suck it up for what it is because either one is gonna stay going really good or it's gonna end really bad.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
And
know, yeah, I know.
there's a lot of everything. It's like I believe nowadays it's like a lot of men feel like women need men, and women are like, no, we want to be that persona. We want to be machismo. You feel me?
Hmm,
And us
hmm.
as women, we gotta know our place. We gotta know our place as women.
We have to, and you know what I mean. And like, but you know what? Then there's that stuff. Don't give me that look, sir. I see you. He's like, but no. But then there's that. hold on. What did our comment say real quick? I said Destiny Gonzalez. Okay, she said they was the princess treatment. The men do. Oh, you ain't lying. They
But then here we go again, Destiny. We women want to stand up and be like, oh, we are men. No,
That's it.
ma'am, we are not men.
I do agree.
We are on a very important
Yeah.
conversation right now, sir.
But yes, and you're right. We aren't men. And the thing is, I think that you know, I feel like if you're gonna sit there and you want to be friends, we're gonna be friends. But there's that no, I'm not gonna be going on doing shit with you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sleep at your house. I'm not gonna be having sex with you. I'm not gonna
That's
be
where you,
rubbing your back. I'm not gonna be helping you clean. I'm not gonna be helping you do all
well,
this extra
listen here.
shit. You know what I
Listen
mean?
here.
We're friends. I
When
mean,
you
we can, but I ain't. Nope.
when we go to Costco and we want to buy new product, right? They
Mhm.
give us a little, here is a sample, and we taste it and we're like, oh yeah, I like it. I'm gonna take it home, right?
Mhm.
So check this out. We're like a sample to men. We have to sample them. This is what you can have. If
Mhm.
me and you come together and we click, this is what you can look forward to. Give them a little
Exactly.
sample, but not too much of it. Now, when you give them too much of it, they're expecting and expecting and expecting,
Oh yeah, definitely.
right?
He's laughing. Okay,
You're
bless.
expecting.
Your hands up. What's up? Chime in.
Let me know when it's men's time to talk.
Not yet.
Uh,
No, I mean, you can chime in. You can chime
You
in
can
if you
chime
have
in and
something
say
to
something. That's
say.
why you're the co-host. That's why you're here. You're here to if we're looking at something a certain way, and it's not exactly what it is portrayed. That this is what it looks like to us. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what it looks like to you because you guys are the men. We
Like I
don't know
said,
what you think.
I'm not a
I think
man. I'm a
I'm
female.
not a man.
I'm
I'm a
a
woman, and I
female.
got feelings, and I'm mean. Like I can be a
M-
bitch, but I'm
And
trying not to be a
men
bitch.
have feelings.
I'm
Men
making
have
fun of him for
feelings
being an
too.
asshole.
Let me
oh
tell you,
yeah.
men have feelings too. But
They do.
men
They
know
do.
they know
100%.
how to detach themselves from feelings.
Yeah, I need to
Women,
learn how to do that.
we act with emotions. We don't act without emotions. We act because our emotions are hurt, we're mad, we're sad,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case might be, but we act upon our emotion. Men don't.
All
Men
right.
don't
So
act.
yep, exactly. And Destiny's added to the chat. She said they force us to play their role and then want to be us to be feminine.
No,
Exactly.
no.
That's a lot of things there too with that one.
Let me tell you what. Men do not force us to play a
My hair's
role.
driving me nuts, guys. Sorry.
Men do not force us to play a role. We choose who we have kids with. Men choose to leave. They choose to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Us as women, we are the mother of those children. We still have to provide for them, have to look out for our kids. We don't play them. I don't play a man's role because I know my role. I know my role as a female. As a
Yeah.
female, I know my role, and I know I don't have a mindset of a man, and I don't have genders of a man. So there's no way that I'm forced to be a man. You
Yeah.
feel me? No
Yeah.
way.
Did I just hear you're a man?
No, she's not. She said she's not a
I'm
man.
gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up.
She's gonna beat you up when she sees you. I'm telling you. We just need. Where's the tattoo
Hey,
guy?
when is
Where's he at?
Vegas time? When is Vegas time?
Vegas, Vegas time. Isn't it September? Or did they
September.
all agree?
Are we there yet?
I know. Are we there yet? But are we there? And Destiny, she also added, not talking baby daddies, but she said, kids are irrelevant in my personal relationship with men. Okay, and I
Okay.
think she's
I
laughing
mean,
at Bless.
I mean,
I'm ready
Fucking
for
guy,
fun.
and
man.
if we go about it again, when you start dating a man, you start dating somebody, you start seeing their traits.
Yes.
You need to so in order for us women to see a man's trait, right? Say we gone through the rough patch of, it could be domestic violence, mental abuse, verbally abuse. We go back to when we were young. when we
Mhm.
girls were young, we seen and grew up. Maybe
Oh shit! Where'd she go?
Because it was all
Adriana.
that talking, it took her away.
No, sir. It is not. Okay, go ahead. What
can you hear
happened?
me?
You good? I can hear you. Yeah, we can see you now. It cut you off for
They
a
can't
second
hear
there. I don't
me.
know what happened.
You hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can hear you. I can see you too, hun.
unfortunately, we can still hear
Can
you.
you hear us? No, she's gonna drop. Okay, just re-add yourself back on here, babe. I'll add you, re-add you. All right. But yeah, no, I get it. Like that's a lot of shit. Like people don't realize that relationship PTSD is a real thing.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know,
I mean, some
it
of the
is
shit you're
a
saying is
real thing. Where's she at?
right now.
It
It's like
starts when
fact.
we are younger. Could agree. Yeah, and it's the truth. I mean, it's trauma
Oh,
does have a lot of effect. I can't hear you, blessed.
you can't hear me?
I can't hear you now. What's going on? Technical difficulties. What's happening? No.
No.
Shit, you guys might
Shit,
have
you guys
to.
might have to.
PTSD. Nah, shit.
PTSD,
I'm
nah.
telling you, relationship PTSD is a real thing. I thought it was bullshit until I actually looked that shit up. A while back because I had to literally go in and do a. Oh, you guys can hear him? I couldn't hear him, but they'll come back. They'll come right back up. Oh, there he is. See, he's here. And then we need Adriana to come back up. She said they can hear you. I just can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can't. Can you hear? Hey, to the Destiny and everyone in the comments, can you guys hear Blessed? I can't hear him. But as long as you guys can hear him, I guess that's good, right? Right.
Here.
Where's Adriana? There she is. All right. There you are.
I had to talk shit to someone.
Okay. I can't hear nobody. Maybe it's me.
Can you hear me,
Can you guys
Adriana?
hear me fine?
Yeah, I can
You hear
hear
me?
you fine. I hear you
I
guys.
can't hear nobody. Hold
Oh,
on.
I can.
I'll be right back.
I
Give
think
me
I was-
1 second. Oh, man. I swear. Let me get my life together here.
You know what happens is when we get that phone call.
That's
He
why you
like
gotta go on a.
it.
That's why you gotta go on a different type of device. I ain't on my phone because it'll be going off for too much. So I do it on my tablet.
Yeah,
You know.
All right.
yeah.
I'm back. I still can't hear nothing. What the hell?
But we need some.
Oh, hold on. I know what it is. Hold on.
You know, Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Yeah, for like last time it was like
All
Bluetooth in the
right.
car.
Let's see. Can I hear you guys now?
Yeah, I can hear
I
you.
still can't hear shit. All right.
What?
Sign language.
You guys keep talking though.
Go ahead, hey John. Let me hear your expertise in therapy of women.
Of women? We're
Or what
beautiful
you got?
women. Oh,
Let's see.
I was talking about like, it goes back to when we were young. I'm not speaking for all. I'm speaking for myself and what I grew up in, right? So
Right.
as when I grew up, and most of the Hispanic families grew up like this, is you stick by your man, thick and thin, no matter what you work through, right?
Get
And we grew up seeing a dysfunctional family, they could be getting in
Oh wait, what's
arguments
going on?
verbally, it could be
Here, I'm gonna mute myself
emotionally,
for you guys real
mentally
quick.
abused, sometimes physical, right?
right.
In our head, when we grow up, this is developed in our head, so we stay in certain relationships that are not good for us because this is already planted in our head. It's already planted in us as women.
Right.
And what I'm saying is, like, when you start a relationship and you end up in this type of relationship where it's abuse and everything, we're like sitting there and like, oh, why am I going through this? It's because you were already taught this when we were little. This is what we were taught. This is what we were seeing. This is what we're following, you know? So now it's like, okay, it's time to start healing. We start healing from when we were children to now. You can start healing with exactly. We can start healing with learning yourself, learning to love yourself, mentally cleaning yourself, educating yourself, detaching, reflecting, and educating. And it could be many other things. Like you could pick up a habit, you could go hiking, you can read the Bible, get closer to God, do what you got to do. You feel me? But you got to learn how to educate yourself, and educating yourself in the whatever trait or traits that your significant other had or whatever. Um, educate yourself with, hey, you know what? He's acted like this and like that, and make sure you don't fall um in the same pattern, because it's a pattern. This is a pattern, and us people that been through it, um people that been through it, it's a pattern for them. Can you hear us, Lex?
I have you guys on another device right now so that I can hear you, and I have me muted so it doesn't do that weird alien shit.
I can hear you now.
I mean, I can hear you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I know you guys can hear me, but I can't hear either of you. So it's something on my end with my phone or something. But um, I have it on my tablet so I can hear what you guys are saying.
Okay. So whenever you want to say something, just tune in, okay? Um, but yeah, you gotta learn how to heal. Gotta learn how to heal. Gotta learn yourself, self love, whether be um working out, books, um, interacting with people. Drinking, drugs are not by all means, they are not healing. It's just a temporarily taping and a running away from the real problem. Um, you know, you just gotta learn what red flags, and
I agree. Because like with me personally, I go back to things that I'm used to. And back then when I was used to, I like I said, I've had a lot of trauma going on for a very long time in different aspects of my life. And I feel like what I would do is I was so used to running to alcohol to coat the pain just so I was numb just for a little bit, and then just kind of come back into it. Like, and that's definitely a hard thing to like wean yourself off of, especially you're going to it and trying to deal with everything with a sober mind. Is you have to process these emotions so that you can know what to not to expect and what you want to, so that you could just continue to move forward. You know what I mean? And it's definitely a challenge. It's a challenge. Nothing's going to come easy overnight, but it's definitely a challenge. But I agree 110% because you have to know when to cut those habits off from those other people that you've been dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say too much right now about that subject, but like, you know what I'm saying? But like, you have to know when enough is enough, and when when you've had enough to stop it. And it's hard to, Destiny's right. Being sober will make you heal and change 110%, but it's just like you have to, you know, you
Nope.
just, you
you
know what I
you
mean?
just have to heal. You have to heal. You have to heal. You have to be selfish at one point. We don't have to be masculine. We can still be feminine, but understand that we all need a man. We need a man. We need a man. As bad as people say we don't need a man, we do need a man. We need a
All should
man
come.
because we need that love. We need that love. We need that comfort. We need that secure. We need that. We need that extra, how do I explain that extra, baby, you're doing a good job, at the same time feeling that love. Because you can't say I don't need a man, I'm badass. No, because at the end of the night, you know damn well you be wishing you're laying with somebody next to you.
That was the best. That's the best thing you said all day. because
It's
man,
Motherfucker.
always good to have that love and support too, you know?
hold up. Hey, what?
It's always good to feel that love and support too, you know. But what do you got to say, Plus?
What do I have to say, man? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do know, but it's just like it's complicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, because in the end of the day, nobody wants to be without nobody with no partner, no significant, no significant other. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
they can sit there, the shit they want, acting like they big and brave and bold and shit. You know, and I get it though because us men do the same shit. But nah, if they say they love being single and all that shit, maybe so, but inside they wish they had that one. That's facts. That's 100 for
that's
real.
100. Keeping it. I'm gonna keep
So
it a
they,
buck.
they could be tough. They could be independent. They could say, "Oh, this shit they fucking want, dude. Oh, this shit they fucking want." And I promise they still have that itch. They have that shit, and that's facts, man. And that's why I'm saying it gets tiring that when women don't even admit the shit. I'll admit the shit. Shit, I want somebody. Shit, I want to be able to feel that appreciation, that love, because I work fucking hard for my shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Yeah.
And we're always gonna get taken care of on facts, and that's facts. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's looking at me crazy with it.
And
But yeah,
it's like women say, "Oh, I don't need a man. I do what a man can do." I can do it too. I can do it too. I know how to change my tire. I know how to do rotors. I know how to do brakes. I know how to do changing my oils, like to my car. But do I want to do it? No. I always say, man, I wish I had a man to do it for me,
get that gift.
so I
Hey,
can.
John, look, that's the problem though. A real man would do all
And
that
there's
shit. Like,
like
but never have to worry about having a full tank. Or we have like the car running up and running. You know what I'm saying? That's just law. That's a real man's
That's
law, bro.
yeah,
Like, and it, like I'm the type of dude like I go to work and then I get a phone call or I'll make a phone call like, yo, babe, you need something from the store. You know, you need your tampons. You need what's up? What you need? You feel me? And I go up in that
yeah,
motherfucker and get. You know what I'm saying? And I could be that. And that's how I am. Because people, the ones that know me, they know what's up. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. And
But
you
don't
know,
be
I
acting like
was
you don't need that shit. Because I need
don't
love too.
yeah, because I need. We all need it. Like I said, we all need, but we need a healthy boundaries, healthy lovings, healthy boundaries. When it starts getting to a point where you know what, when it starts getting to a point where they're mentally fucking you, that's when you start you have to turn it around and be like, oh, no, 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 we're not doing this. We got to talk it out. We got to say, hey, you know what, either you change this, what do you want me to change that's going to make you change what you're doing, you
it's
know?
not about getting up and running when things get a little hard. Either we sit down and we make it work because there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. There isn't.
No.
It's all building and it's all working. People who've been married for 20, 30, fucking a million years, you know what I mean? It's building and being patient with your partner and understanding that, hey, you know, they have a past, I have a past, but we're gonna leave it there because this isn't the same person that put me through this trauma. And if they're starting to do things that are starting to trigger things that are bothering me from a past relationship, hey, let's sit down and talk about it. Be like, hey, look, this is what you're doing. This is what's bothering me. This is why. Are we going to work through it or are we going to separate? But everyone's so quick with being like, oh, cop deuces. There's always a million people out there that will do exactly what I want. Look, this ain't build a bitch workshop. You know what I mean? We're fucking building together. If you want that establishment and that foundation together, that's cool. But if you're going to sit there and be like, oh, we're just friends and but doing everything that a relationship consists of, that ain't gonna work either. That's just that fucking dragging people along, you know what I
But the
mean?
with that phase is because the person who you're with or whatever, they can't be honest about themselves. The communication, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, everybody got traumas. Of course, people go through hella shit to have that kind of feeling about other people. Like, oh, I'm scared of being loved because I want to get hurt. I've been hurt my whole life. I mean, dude, come on, man. You know what? Why can't everybody just leave the fucking past alone and start fresh and just move forward from that point? And then decide what you guys gonna do. You feel me?
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
there's all bullshit. People throwing shit in their face. There's this what, but to this day, I try to find something like that. Nah, man, they always want to
You
throw
know
shit.
what
They're
it
like, oh, bless you got all these bitches, and I'm like, no, I don't, bro.
you
You know,
know
I
what
got
it
to.
is, Bless? Where now that you said right now that you said people can leave the past in the past, is us women with trauma and been through whatever we go through, we try to
Nah,
hold every man, hold on, we try to
yeah, hold
hold
up.
every man accountable for somebody else's doing.
Okay, but look, and this is facts, and this is hella facts, like past tense or whatever the hell you want to say. But if somebody's really feeling you, knowing you damaged, broken, and sad, and got traumas, same as men, you work through that shit, insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, example, okay, like so you're watching this, but what? But
Tell him to come in. Tell him to come in.
no, we don't. My shit. You know what I'm saying? No, but like I said, like this, for instance, this is something I'm like, this is just code to me, and like not code, just like this is life, man. This is a real man shit, mature shit. Let's say me and that John is eating at a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you know, one, I don't have no wandering eye. You know what I'm saying? With a wandering eye, when you're over here looking around and shit, you know, just wandering, not paying attention to who you with. You know what I'm saying? And two, like, and this happens all the time. I hear it, I see it. There be a couple, and they be like, "Hey, babe, she got a fat ass, ain't it?" I'm gonna be like, "Man, I ain't worried about that girl's ass. I'm worried about your ass. It's the one I got." You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put into that entertainment bullshit. You feel me? Or some kind of insecurity, like let me see, like if they start like doubting themselves, like, "Oh, I don't feel, you know, beautiful." Like, baby, you hella beautiful. As you wake up in the morning, you turn around, look at the bed, smile, I'm like, "Baby, you good." Like, you know what I'm saying? Give them what they, you know, what it is. But nobody's like that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They just want to be like, "What you doing? Go for it. Let me do this." They're like, "Oh, we will." They're like, "Oh, bro, come on, man." Like me, boy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna sap your section. I'm gonna stick with it to 1,000%. If you ain't riding, if we ain't building nothing together, if it ain't benefiting us, our future,
Nope,
then
we
I'm
lost
good.
her. But no, that's 100% facts right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then, but my problem is I fall
Hold
because
on,
I
let
have
me
a big.
see here.
Yeah, I
Trying
think
to get
sometimes
this link out so I could post it to the
for
Facebook
real.
page because I know people are commenting on Facebook, but I cannot see what they're saying. What the hell am I doing? Okay. Let's see. Let's go back.
What does he say?
All
She said, "Oh, small shit." I
right.
said, "What? I focus."
Okay.
Appreciate y'all for the gifts. That's 100.
Let's see here. But yeah, so no, I agree 110%. I feel like maybe sometimes we do just need to heal and be um hold on, I'm just messing up on my end again.
But look, man, at the end of the
Um
day, this
Go ahead,
generation
Blessing.
of
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. It's hard for me to tell when you're talking and not. So I see your lips moving, but there's a delay on my tablet, and I'm like, "What did he say though?" But what did he say?
you know, where's the Adriana? Come back up, man. You fuck, man. Drop it up. I can hear you.
I know you can probably hear you echoing.
Oh, shit, that's crazy. But like, you know what I'm saying? Just dude, this day and age, the love is not the same as it was when I grew up.
Oh, okay. See, I've been here.
All right, Adriana.
Okay. So I
Do you
lost
agree?
you guys for a little bit. I
Do you
lost
agree?
you at the part
I don't think she can hear
at
me.
the No, I hear you. I lost you at the
I was
part.
like, "Where did she go? Where did she go?"
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I lost you at the part where you said the wandering eyes.
Yeah, that's way back in the day. No, I mean, dude, like at the end of the day, man, like the love ain't the same as it wasn't back in the day. There's new age
No, it's
love.
not because of social
It's
media.
yeah, it's a bitch. And like I'll tell anybody, I hope everybody's looking at this. If I found the real one now, they be like, "Yo, Lupe, turn that shit off. We don't need it." Hey, I'm like, disconnect, boom. For as long as it takes, bro. I don't give a fuck. That's straight facts. Because I don't want
But
that insecurity. I don't want that shit bothering my future and what I'm trying to
but you
build.
know
Because
what it is, Bless,
Destiny said, "Clock it."
I built that shit.
that you know what it is the fact that
Hey, look, everybody's over here
some
agreeing over
women
here.
some women have not healed, and what they need to do is heal. It's heal to in order to move past forward, to move forward with their life and their love, and learn how to love and have that love connection. They need to learn how to heal. And a lot of women are so hard-headed, just like men. They're very stubborn. They don't want to reach out for that help. and they don't want to reach out for the help, and they don't want to reach out to go counseling, to look for that extra help, extra support. And that's what we do. We need that extra support, and a lot of females need it.
I agree.
Men do
But like
too, though.
I know, hey, I don't doubt that. I said I'll sign up. Appreciate
Let's
that. Hey,
go.
but
I agree
it
with
takes
that too.
at the end of the day, it takes real ones, man, for real. If you can't be real and straight be like this with the connection and be honest with each other at the first, yeah, I fuck up. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, nobody's perfect. Oh well. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna make me look like you ain't doing shit either. And that's facts. I'm too old for that shit, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm the type of you be like, hey, what's up? You good? You hungry? Have you ate? How you feeling? You know what I'm
We're
saying? You need
human.
it? Be
We're
on that. You
human,
know,
but then what? I'm gonna move forward with this because this is the whole reason of the podcast, right? Um, then you go into that's the opening, the relationship, the once you move forward, you guys open up and you start this whole relationship and everything. There's time that females get into a relationship where it's a lot of domestic abuse. A lot of domestic abuse. And not all men are, and not all women are.
I
But
couldn't. I could. I have triggers on
yeah,
my mom. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't
yeah,
like that. Went away for a little bit because of a man that had to get them
yeah,
charges,
yeah.
but well, I just can't
And
do it.
there's men that have women so control, mind control, emotionally controlled, where they're women
Preach,
that can't even find a way out because they don't have that extra help, the support, like I said.
preach. I totally agree with you on that one, there, Jenna. I promise. You know me. You know I don't fuck with you like that. I don't agree with you on half the shit you say, but I feel you on
And
that.
that's true because
This is a side of me nobody knows. On TikTok, I do a lot of BSing and playing and horsing around, but the real me that Lexi knows, is a whole different person.
I feel it.
It's a whole different person because I've been through some stuff. Like, I've been through the ringer.
yep,
But
that's facts.
this is the other shit too. And you know I'm not disrespecting women. I just seen I see what I see. Me looking out to in, whatever they call it, however they want to say it. Bro, let's just say, and then this is why I hate social media. This is why I fucking hate social media. But it happens because it's happening to everybody. It happens to all of us, I promise. Dude, you can start a relationship and it go good, right? I feel like there's a relationship outside I'm saying a person per se. Like you could be one person outside TikTok and we on TikTok, you're a totally different motherfucker. Oh God. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Stewart, like, I could be like, like, and this is anybody. I see it all the time, not just in my personal or whatever, but it's everybody. Like, oh yeah, we're cool with whatever, and it sounds like you got all this fucking lust, all this fucking game, all these motherfuckers and they ballers, women and men, women and women, men and women, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because there's women out here that try to shoot their shot, saying, "Oh, I'll give you this, give you that," but man, it's not. It's rough. Like I don't know, man. I hate social media, dude. I'm saying that straight facts. Like
Look, social media is not for dating.
Shit, send them
It's
my way.
not
I'm
for
just playing.
dating.
then what
It's
is
to
it
know
for?
people. It's to know people. When we were on COVID, this is what social media blew up in. Okay, because when we were in COVID, this is the only way of communicating. Remember, this was the only way of communicating. We were a facade. This is social media is a facade. It's a fake world. It's a fake world where people need to learn to disconnect and start going out and doing things and getting in activities and learning people for what they are, not for what they are pretending to be behind the screens.
I mean, it's a fucked up place, man. It's everything's fucked up. Trust me.
It's because we need to start
Yeah, not for
pushing it
not for
out.
who they're
Let's
pretending to be because at the end of the day, like you could pretend to be anything you want. You know what I mean? And social media made it that easy. So that's why everyone seems like when they're on social media and whatnot, they can have all these other options. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this graphic screener over here because this person's portraying like this, but lo and behold, you don't know who that person is behind closed doors or in behind the screen. You know what I mean? You could portray yourself to do whatever and be whatever, especially now with this AI shit. This is just, you know what I mean? Like, you can't.
AI
It's
and filters.
it's crazy, you know.
Girl, it's crazy. Like when they meet you in person, be like, bitch, you ain't the same motherfucker in that picture. You ain't the same bitch. I said, that skinny girl is not you.
Oh, hey, dog.
I'm not a, but you know it's so funny, and it's like exciting though, because if they wear a filter and then you see them in person and they look like their pictures, we're like score, but we see them in person, we're like, yeah, well, you know what, this is gonna be the
That
last
happened
date.
to me. You know,
Anyways, nah, just
and
kidding.
I think
Because
I
if you're gonna
told
lie
you
about what you
guys,
look like, what else you gonna do?
I think I told you guys a story when I first met you. When I went on the little, I went to this bar. I seen the guy I was talking to, on the dating app. Next thing you know, the motherfucker smiles, no teeth. Like, where the fuck did they go? Did you leave him at home? Go get him, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? How you gonna smile with no teeth? Why aren't you smiling in your pictures?
That dangerous flamingo.
Gumby
You
for
know,
real, for real.
how's the Gumby Gumby?
Hey,
Wait
Hey,
on
my
that
gum,
blue. Wait on.
my gum game is strong.
I ain't say what up, man. I was just say shit right there.
You know, and then like I was saying, there's females that can, and then there's also men though. There's also men that get domestic abuse from females, but they're the good men. They're good men that don't want to put hands on women, so they let these women's run fucking game on them and beat them and whatever. And yeah, there is. That's how. And then we go here. How did it become from being a good person to this bad person because of all the trauma, all the trials, and all the unhealing we have? That's why.
Yeah.
That's why we become from being soft and nice to a hard and badass bitch.
But I don't know. At the end of
we
the day,
become we become cold. We become cold and hard
Yep.
because we're like men become
Exactly.
really hard too when it comes to, if they get hurt, they become these evil guys because they're like, oh, no bitch is gonna do me like that other bitch. But that's when you heal yourself so you can learn and love the next person. You can't block your blessings because of another person, because of the
Just
other
like I say,
person's
like when
wrongdoing.
I when I tell other people, like, you know what I mean, you can't, if you're still bleeding, you're just gonna bleed on everybody around you until you fix your wound. You know what I mean? So you need to make sure that you address your own wounds and you heal yourself. And I mean, let's get to the end of the day. So nobody's gonna be 100% healed. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be, you could forget, you could remember or forgive, but you will never forget the shit you've been through. So when you start getting those triggers, you're gonna be like, oh shit, like what do you do? And sometimes people, they're not, for instance, like if they go and express how they feel, you know what I mean? Okay, this is bothering me or whatnot. People are used to just getting shut down, like, hey, shut up. You're not supposed to say nothing because of however, whatever, and some people don't express themselves. So they just sit down and shut up and just deal with the pressure until finally they explode and they're like, you know what? Fuck you, you're cool, but I'm gonna sock you. You know what I mean? And that it shouldn't get to that point to where you feel like you're a ticking time bomb. But that's why I said, like, communication is a huge thing. And like when we were going back to talking about mental abuse is definitely a hard one. Mental abuse is hard. Like I used to tell one of the people that I used to be friends with, I used to tell her, I'd rather get my ass beat every fucking day than sit there and going through that mental shit, because that shit sticks with you through everything, and it sucks. And that's where it comes to like trying to heal and whatnot, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if someone comes at you with starting to do the same shit, poking at you with the same stuff, what do you have no choice but to be like, oh my god, like, oh shit, what do I do? Do I stay or do I run? Do I do, you know what I mean? But how do you express yourself when you've been nothing but, not being able to talk, not being able to say nothing. So people aren't used to expressing themselves or asking for this or that or trying to get, you know what I mean? People aren't used to that shit, you know, and it's hard. That's why I said when, you know, when you have a good support system, but sometimes people don't have a support system at all, you know, and sometimes it comes from their parents. You know, oh, you're just gonna say this. Oh, let me talk over you and cut you off because I'm your superior. That you don't have no feelings. It's all about me. You know what I mean? So that could come from childhood. That could come from whatever, you know?
Like I said in the beginning,
Oops.
you have to learn, you have to, in order to heal, you have to heal from your childhood. Because everything we are going through and the traits that we, and trauma that it's a repeated thing, it's a repeated cycle. And we repeating what we saw, what we grew up seeing, and what we think, what was planted in our head, thinking it was normal. You understand? So we gotta heal from childhood to now. And it's not gonna be 100. It's not gonna be 100. For men and women, it's not gonna be 100, you know?
It's not gonna be 100.
But you you gotta be straightforward. You gotta be straightforward to what you want, what it is you're looking for. If you're messing with someone and that someone is taking your time, effort, and everything, it's not bringing nothing to your table, why are you going to
Man,
continue to mess with somebody that's doing nothing for you?
you fall for that person too, man. A lot of people fall for a lot of people though, and that's hard. That's fucked up.
That's hard. That's fucked up. Yeah, it is. But you know what it is? Again, it goes again to what we are familiarized with. We go back to what's familiar to us and what is easy for us. Go back to what's familiar to us and what is easy. I hear
Like,
myself.
All
Woo.
right. We got a comment that says from ex baby girl. So she said, damn straight, healing is key in good mind and life. To a good mind and
That's right. That's right. Because, there's a whole
motherfucker.
reason why I'm here in Arizona. And believe me, it's not because I wanted to be here in Arizona. I did it. I love San Diego. I love California. Shout out to Cali, San Diego. I love you, 619. But I was in a very bad domestic violence situation. Very bad. To this point, I can't even go back. I get PTSD, anxiety, panic attacks being in San Diego. Um, in the system of Chula Vista Police Department, the San Diego Police Department, that system, the whole system, is all broken. Is broken. Is broken as fuck. And
So
they let me down to the fullest. They let me down. You know, they basically dropped the charges on this man.
hello. Well, why'd you do something about it though?
That's why this is the whole reason of the
I'm sorry that you had to
broadcast.
go through something like that, you know? But,
Yeah.
and it's,
Give me the name. Give me the name. We'll send a little balloon for you. I'll take that.
So, this is the whole thing of the podcast. Like the thing is that I'm here to be a voice, not only for myself, but for the women that cannot be voiced, and for women that passed on missing because of the men. They tell you, go and put a restraining order. What is a piece of paper gonna do when I call you? When I call you, hey, he violated his restraining order. Well, he hasn't gotten served, so he really didn't violate it, but we'll keep paper trail. What is your paper trail going to do for me when I die? And again, we go back to women are not the same as men. Women are not this, we're not looked at with respect by the system, you know? Because look at how many women have passed away from domestic violence. Look how much women have gone through because of domestic violence. And what does the system do for these women? Nothing. Is there enough support for women that go through domestic violence? No, there is not. We sit here, we get judged, and we get talked down to. And that's fucked up. Because for a minute, I was thinking, like, damn, I'm not worthy. I'm fucking up. Something I did is why this man acted like this. It's basically what the system is telling me, right? Fuck that. Fuck the system and fuck what they're telling you. You did nothing wrong. You deserve to be alive. You are a person and your feelings are valid. And there are people out here, and I thank God I ran into my president for Homegirls de Corazon, which she was supposed to be here, but she's not, who is a big support group for women like us. And men, not just women, men and women. Yes.
So I get a beef. I'm tired of it. Speaking out. But I feel it. I feel like, but man, you gotta do something about it, bro. You gotta shit. Like,
yeah, I'm actually going to the media in San Diego. I'm gonna do a newscast. I am speaking out to people on here. And it's not as easy as everybody thinks. It's like, this is a year ago, right? And I have to fight it. I have to keep reminding them and telling them. And I had to get a public defender, so I had to reach out to my friend and having to talk to her and everything, seeing what steps and what I can take. I thank God I worked for the public defender's office in San Diego, best public defender's office. Hey, much love. They're very good support.
Yeah.
But just know, like, women, men need to know there is support for domestic violence. There are people out here that been through what you've been through, and you do not deserve to go through what you are going through. You do not deserve to get treated how you are being treated.
Yeah, man, you should that's good. When shit, we broadcast that stuff when you went on the news and whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But still, give me his name though. I got you.
Love you, man.
Cause man, I don't condone that shit, man.
Sorry guys, like my when I hear you guys, it's really delayed. So like I said, I don't mean to cut anybody off or anything when I see you guys talking up here versus down here, so I can respond to what you guys are saying. But it does take a lot of courage to stand up for stuff like that, and with especially being women, and I've been through things myself in regards to that more recent events that kind of just had me out of commission for a whole week. You guys both were a witness to me just kind of just shutting down and not saying anything about what happened. But I want, when you have that support and you know where the resources are, sometimes, like I said, it is really hard. But when you see people like that, people just mesh with, like myself, you are a very people-y person. Bless is very popular with the people. People knew they could come to people like us and feel like, if we have more people out there that are like us, that we can show them the direction and show them the support, post it where we can, and for the support in different states. I mean, not just in California, not just in Chicago, Colorado, or Kansas City, just anywhere we can, because a lot of people feel like they just shut down and they don't have that resource to go to or those people to talk to. And it's definitely a hard subject, and I think like it's hard for women. And even like like I said, like my degree specialized in domestic and family relations with fathers' rights, because I was tired of seeing all these good dads going through bullshit with their babies' moms and whatnot, because using kids as toys, you know what I mean, to pull them back and forth. Like I said, I was raised by a single father, so I didn't like seeing stuff like that. And mind you, my dad, he really didn't go through that much stuff like that or anything like that. But at the end of the day, I got tired of seeing men going through that stuff. So, and when I see these men come into the office and say how these women would put hands on them and stuff like that, but they were raised right. They were raised not to hit a woman, but the abuse got to a point to where they felt like they had no choice but to back down. I mean, that messes people up, everywhere. So it's good to know that there's those resources, like how you were saying, for those people to stand up and just be there, and we're definitely, just for all the people who are viewing and want that information, if you need that information, then remember, everything's always confidential when you reach out to these places as well. So when you reach out to these places, don't be shy, just be honest, and just so we can help you heal in your process of healing. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a village, to be frank with you. You can't just do everything alone, and that's where I think I mess up, because I get so used to not, when I would ask for help, people would shut me down and make me feel stupid, like if I was a burden. And I'm not asking for money, I'm not asking for anything, I'm just saying, hey, can a bitch get a hug, type shit. And it's just like, people just are like, oh yeah, no, you think you're too good because of this, you do, but like, it's not a competition with nobody. I've never been in competition with nobody. I've always been the first person everyone can come to, and people need to know that there's people that are like that don't judge you, don't say nothing, that it's between you, but we're here to help you heal. We want to see you prosper in life. We don't want, everyone should be happy and enjoy life for what it is, and life is what you make it. We got to understand that first.
That part.
You make your life that way. So it's
Facts.
not something that you could have prevented a lot of things, but you can't be hard on yourself for doing things that you could only learn from life, from going through it. You know what I mean? And not saying that we had to go through getting beat up, getting knives held to our neck, and, getting all this crazy shit. We didn't have to go through that to learn it, but we did, because look at the change that you're going to make now with you and your friend doing this nonprofit and stuff for these women and men. Like, look at what it brought you to. It gave you the strength to stand up for other people that don't feel like they're in that bubble, to where they don't have no one to come pop it,
We
and be
give
like,
them
hey, look, you're not
courage.
alone. Here, let me pop this real quick so you can come over here and let me help you. It takes courage, because people don't understand, it's hard to go through that shit. And sometimes even the cases that I would take on, regarding, the stuff with children, that shit killed me inside, knowing what happened to my daughter, but I had to suck that up, because there has to be at least one person that's going to believe in your dream, and then you guys run with it. And even if that person is only you,
Facts.
you know
Yeah.
Going on it.
Yeah, it's just like, obviously, like, not a lot of men and women have the courage when you're under domestic violence or abuse or mental relief, whatever it is. Um, you don't have the courage to reach out, because you're under pressure, threats, and that's what I was on. Like, and I was really hard to myself. I was really hard to myself. I was ready to, call it quits at a minute. And then when he beat me to where he sent me to the hospital, I was like, damn, why didn't he kill me? That's how bad I felt to be alive. You know what I mean? Like, I felt unworthy. But now
We're
I
doing this, Jen.
after I moved out and came to Arizona, I healed. I healed my soul. I healed my mind. I healed my body. Um, I became like closer to God. I reached out to God. I reached out to my beliefs, and God told me I was worthy. I was worthy, and he was glad that I was his daughter, and because of me being his daughter, he was going to help me reach to others and save others from whatever it is they're going through. He knows what my purpose is, and so do I. And I've always been a healer, always. And I want to open here in Arizona, I want to open a domestic violence shelter for out of state women, because you cannot be in the same state and running away from your abuser in the same state. You gotta leave. When you're abused, you gotta leave. You gotta pick up and leave and say, "Vámonos." That's it.
Well,
I'm not doing this no more.
I mean, you can. I get it. It depends. I don't know. Some people they want to stay and fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a fighter. I stay fight. I don't, man. I'll never be on my knees again in my life. You feel me? For real. So
Yeah,
and I
but
get it. Some women are not able to protect themselves or hold bars and stuff. I get it. But I mean, don't leave, man. Don't run, man, because that makes you the one that.
no, because you get sorry, Bless, but you get to a point in your life where this person was that damaging to you. He was that damaged. She or he is that damaging to you that it's wherever you're stepping, he's there, she's there. And what for? If you're not healed, what for? You're just breaking down, and every time, you break down and you go back to the same traits, to the same drama for what? So
You
what
feel like
I
what?
did, I left. I left, but I'm not done fighting. That doesn't mean I'm done fighting. I left to heal. To heal, to work myself, and to educate myself more. You feel me?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm probably talking as a man. Like, I would never run. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm down. But for women, I get it. But like, I think that's where you should like confine to somebody to help too. You know, like if you came to me with that, be like, hey, Luke, you know what I'm saying? Got this dude that's like, I know you got this and this and that. You can handle, then
Yeah, and
empower.
sometimes like
Because if you can't go to the feds or the cops or whatever, they ain't doing their shit. Fuck, they're street justice, man.
and sometimes like it's
Yeah.
not about.
Because upon my mom's boyfriend, that when I went down, and never again, dude. That's my trigger. I told everybody that, like, if I'm in a public area, I don't care where I'm at, dude. Like, if they're arguing each other, that's none of my business. But I'm like, damn, if I'm gonna sit right there and let this dude put hands on a woman in front of me, oh no, it's a trigger
Oh
meal.
no,
It's like,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but
just
see,
because
the thing is,
you
I
can't,
didn't let them run me out of my comfort zone. I think I was more of, I needed to stay alive. You don't understand. Like, I was not trying to stay alive. I was trying to, I felt like the dirt of the dirt, putting my kids through what I was putting them through. I didn't feel worthy. So I wanted to feel worthy again. I wanted to heal. And my way of healing is subtracting myself out of there. So when I come back, I'm gonna come back with the full force and stronger than ever.
let's go. Hey,
And
let's
You
go.
I
know?
don't feel like it's with like running away either. I don't think that that's like what she's implying. I think that, sometimes situations get so bad that you have to literally like, and like I'll say this with myself, like, I feel like it's overwhelming where you are, and you start feeling like everything around you, there's nothing that's there for you. You don't feel like there's nothing there for you anymore. There's just too much going on. There's too much negative around you. There's too much people that just are in your business that are like, you know what? Everything is just down, 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 down. So I'm not saying she's running away, but like you pick yourself up. All right, I'm going to go start over here. Not saying I'm not going to come back or that the fight is over, but basically just saying like I need to go reset somewhere else, bringing myself back to healing. Because I'll tell you one thing, after you've been through some bad things and some trauma, you are not going to go back to the same person you were.
No.
Never. That person is dead. That person's gone. That's like when you see me posting stuff about who I used to be, that bitch is dead. That Alexis is never gonna be alive ever again. She died with her daughter. That's it. And now it's just relearning about who you are to become. Because I'll tell you what, like I said, I have not a very religious person or anything like that. But one thing I do know is that when I look to something that God has a plan for you. Okay, that's one
Jeremiah
thing that
20.
I've always had in my head. Like, he always has a plan. He has your life mapped out. He knows where you're going to go. He's going to put you through trials and tribulations to sit there and be like, hey, you know what? You're going to have to learn what you don't like and what's not good for you to step into your person of who you're supposed to be to feed my children. To feed my
Mhm.
children the knowledge that you've already been through, to help them grow, to help them heal, to help them move forward, to help them stand. You have to be able to go through those trials and tribulations, because not because you can't handle it, but because he gave you the burden of handling it, because you can hold it like this. The devil's there. You know what I mean? He's there and he's going to throw at you. It's not about him sitting there keeping you trying to keep you from going to heaven. He's going to prevent you from doing those godly things that you were supposed to do to get to where you need to go and fulfill your purpose. Because I'll tell you what, I feel like on earth we're living in hell. Look at all the things. I mean, like I said, I've never read the Bible, but from what I've seen and what people have told me, like everything around us is going a little crazy. Why do you think it's going a little crazy? Like I said, I'm like I said, I'm not really into religion and stuff like that. But the things that I have heard and I've seen, okay, I take pieces of this one and I put it in my ear. Take pieces of this one, put it here. I'm not really too strong with my native roots, but I'm a very spiritual person, and I feel like that's the direction I point towards. But at the end of the day, we all have bits and pieces of what something that we need to believe in, whether it's God, whatever you people, whatever
Your
anyone,
higher
not you people, but
power.
anyone believes in, whatever you have to look to hold you, to make you feel like, hey, this is what's going to pull me through. That's what we create inside our minds and our hearts to know where we're going to go and who's going to help us guide us along the way. And we need that. We all
Yeah.
need that. So he's gonna
You
sit there and
gotta
he's gonna help
you
you and
gotta
guide you in
reach
whatever
out.
directions you need to go. It's just you picking up the pieces along the way and knowing, okay, this is not my forever, but this is where we're going. And we don't even know where we're going half the time, but you know what, you feel it in your soul. You know what you're meant to do, because every time you do it, what does it make you feel like? It makes you feel like $1 million, like this is where I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
You feel it in your soul.
You gotta reach out to your higher power, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever God you believe in, that's who you reach out to.
Only one
Because at
God.
the end because at the end of the day it's one God. You know what I mean? It's one God. That's it. And that's the one up there. Ain't nobody gonna sit here and judge me or tell me, hey, you did this right, wrong, right, wrong. We all go through different stages. We all go through different situations differently, and we handle it differently. And this is how I handle mines.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
real
how I
talk.
handle mines, and I just come out not not sad about it. Hell no. I thank God I went through what I went through, learned what I learned, and I'm able to open up. And just by me opening up is me healing. Just by me reaching out, if anybody, like I said, anybody needs any kind of resources, help, or anything, I'm here. Reach out. Like I said, I'm in this organization that we're ready to, that's what the organization is for. Like, we're here to help, like, support. Um, what I mean, I don't I don't consider myself a runaway. I'm not a runaway. I don't run. I come in. I people take time off of TikTok, off of
No.
social media, and that's what you're doing. You disconnect yourself to heal yourself, to reflect, regroup, and come back stronger, right?
Yeah.
That's what we do. So me leaving California wasn't being a
Yeah, no,
runaway.
exactly.
It's me being taking a step back, reflecting, regrouping, and coming back head on.
All right.
Preach.
So with that being said, so whatever links and stuff that we have for these nonprofits that Adriana that is starting and that has already been started, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through, and I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a whole list of this stuff, and I'm gonna make a banner so that we're gonna post it to our website, or not our website, we don't have a website yet, but we're gonna post it to YouTube, we're gonna post it to Facebook, we're gonna post it to all our social medias. If you don't
I
already
be on
follow us on
TikTok.
TikTok, go ahead and follow Blessed, follow Adriana. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we have all these resources out there and available to anyone who feels that they may need them. And always remember, you're not alone. And if you guys ever need anything, you could definitely reach out to any of us. And if we don't get those resources to you fast enough, I'm sure we can find somebody who will get you to the resources that you need in your current state. Because right now we all reside in different states. So, I mean, like I said, the help is out there. Whatever you guys need, we're here to do as much as we can to get those resources out. And if you guys have any other nonprofits or anything that are going to any other subject that you guys would like us to recognize and that we'd like to put out there for other people to be able to use, go ahead and let us know. You know what I mean? Definitely, we're here to help and support. We want to create a positive environment for everybody. We're here to help our youth. We're here to help our people, and we're here to help each other. You know what I mean? We all are here together. We are all in this together. And like I said before, just it takes a village. It takes a village, not just to raise some children. Go ahead.
I have a thing. Okay, so I'm getting next month. We're gonna do support to the homeless. So we're looking for donations, sponsors or whatever. Um, hit Lexi up, hit me up, head bless up, and yeah, it's gonna be in San Diego. If you guys know anybody, 12th and Imperial, we're gonna be there next month.
What you wanting? What you need?
We're
All right.
needing like anything sensual, like tampons, Kotex, hairbrushes, perfume, deodorant, um, anything you toilet paper, not toilet paper, but wipies, because they don't have toilet paper. Shoe donations, clothes, food, water, or because we're not gonna do food, like we'll do chips and stuff and water, but if you guys want to donate to buy food, because we're not gonna make it, we're gonna buy it already made, that way we just hand it out, you feel?
What's it gonna be? I'll just donate some money.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm saying? But I'm down. But you know what? You could start something like on TikTok, dude. Like you know how people win in like battles and shit. Like just
That too.
things are. I'm cool with
yeah,
that.
we'll do that, we'll do
And
that.
I have a battle or something, and then whenever we get down, it's whatever you got to take it. Say help me with your cause.
if
You know,
anybody has like oh god, I forgot what I was gonna say now.
oh my
Darn
brother, bro.
it.
My chest out. Man.
Say it with your chest out.
I made all my proteins.
It was a good one too.
See, my
Call me the Hulk
this is
for a
a
reason.
part
Hazel.
this is a part of me that not everybody knows.
That's cool, man. I mean, you got strength going on there, saying what you had to say. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's about that. Be happy about that. But I'm gonna start an organization of man. If you need an ass whooping on somebody, give me the name.
100. 100.
Give me the name. Cause you know, with me and my homies, hey, give us the name. We go like
Worldwide. We worldwide.
they won't see us coming, boy. I act like I'm act like I would do creeping on them and shit. I'd be like, hey man, you gotta die.
They're gonna get
Right.
blessed.
God bless you. God bless. This from Jesus.
Dude, how they do with Nacho in that movie Nacho Libre. You
Popping
haven't
and
been
shit.
baptized? Stick their hair in the water.
Yeah, you guys ever seen that show, The Godfather, with that
All right, guys.
Harlem?
No.
So
That's some shit. Yeah. But now I appreciate y'all coming and letting me be a part of this, and I mean I'm down for whatever. You know what I'm saying? I do have a heart, and it's really big. But hey, Peter, you know what I'm saying? I don't like seeing people hurt like that. For real, that's my thing. That's facts.
but
You
where
know what
is
I'm
it
saying?
though? We're just playing.
But my heart, it's in there. It's just people they try to bring it out and they fuck it up.
Yeah, you gotta protect yourself at times.
You know. Hopefully, things turn around with me. But
Me too, bless me too, man. I hear
whatever.
that.
Well, I want to say thank you. Thank you for letting me come to your panel. Thank you for thank God for giving me the
Amen.
strength and the opportunity to put myself out there and to put the organization Homegirls de Corazon. Look her up on YouTube, look her up on TikTok, look them up on Instagram, Facebook. Homegirls de Corazon. Always. Hey, we're here worldwide. Hit us up. Whatever we can do will help.
You
We're
song.
gonna be out there more. Huh?
Yeah, you got no heart. This shit's black as hell. I just
It's
fucking with
hidden.
you.
It's hidden. It's like the Grinch. Somewhere down there, like ding ding.
I don't even know where mine's at, but
Man, we all got heart, man. And you know what? And man and female, bro. I don't want to hear shit about it. We all want the same thing, bro. That's fact.
We do. We all want love. We all want love. That's it.
If I tell
yeah.
somebody to take them out and take them out, word, I'm gonna do it.
We all
I'm
want to
gonna do
be loved, man. It's just the people we give our hearts to are motherfuckers.
No,
Motherfuckers.
you just gotta be
They're
cautious.
in
Gotta
here.
be cautious and visual who you give yourself to.
it.
Remember,
If you
your energy and your vibing is very, very
know what you're
powerful, valuable. and it's real.
I'm about to do my leg. I'm about to start tattooing my leg. Fuck it.
Do your leg. Do it. Do it. You won't do it.
I'm gonna do your poetry real quick. Nuka. Hey, Nuka.
Nunca.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Hey, Johnny, that was cool, man. You know, now that I learned some things. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep your head up. You're still annoying as fuck, but you're a cool homie. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Still
course.
annoying as fuck. You'll always be annoying as fuck.
I'm
I hate that. I hate that shit.
Clacky.
Yeah, that shit makes my shit go off. When you enter lives, I can't. I just can't sometimes. I just sometimes want to just be like, shut the fuck up, but I can't.
Shut the fuck up.
I'll be like, oh my god, dude, shut up. You cool though, you good, but yeah, man, that's good that you told us about what's going on.
Did you just not hear what the show was about today? The hell? Wait, so-
Who?
That's a little bit offbeat.
All right. Well, we're all gonna start with we're over our time, guys. But you know what? I feel like it was a real good show today. I feel like it was a real good talk, everything that needed to be heard. So guess what?
What?
You guys, I think we're gonna start doing a late night show. What do you feel?
I feel like we
I
can
know
do
Bless has
this.
been wanting. He's been waiting for this one.
Is it
I love
after hours?
I saw him in the past. It was popping, but people, saying getting hurt. And, saying,
Is it the
now,
after hours? The demon after hours?
Yeah. It's gonna be
Demon Time.
after hours, so we could be bad on that one.
Backyard?
A demon time with the only.
They're gonna find out why everybody hates Lex for
Hey,
real.
we're gonna be doing the turtle sounds.
So what?
The turtle sound. Ah.
No, see that.
Okay.
Give me one-
Okay.
Oh. Fucking
No.
I had to. It won't be me if I don't annoy you. It won't be me if I'm not annoying you.
Okay, I'll give you that, but still, though, there'll be some times where you just want to, I gotta tell you, man, what the fuck?
Hey, we all got a purpose in life.
I'm here to annoy everybody.
And her Cash App is in her bio. She likes Starbucks.
My Cash App is in my TikTok bio. Look in my picture somewhere in there. I do like I love Starbucks. I like Starbucks snacking and cups.
Bless likes Dragons and Lions. So he already got one. He needs to get like 10 more. Lexa likes surprises and presents, but don't be popping up on me at the store, man. Like I said, you can say what's up, follow me on my socials. Don't follow me in person because I got hands. So keep your distance, 6 feet.
Look, from now on, like I said, I mean, I do battles and I don't do it for the money. I don't do none of that for the money because I got my own shit. But I agree, we could donate it, man, for real. That'd be cool. Anybody that's down that want to do battles for like a day, you know what I'm saying, or boxes, just donate the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to do that. I would love.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to do this. I've been on this for years now, and the last time that I went to San Diego, my kids really, really got touched, and my daughter was crying because of how bad it is,
Yeah.
And there's people that really do want to come out of it. They just don't have the resources. And that's what Homegirls de Corazon are going to go out there. Not only are we going to donate to them, but we're going to help them with resources. Like, hey, is there really something you want to do? Here's the resources. Here's what we can do for you.
They got like different chapters in different states or what? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, we just started here in Cali. They just opened up here in California and San Diego, but I've been the one wanting to push it. Like I was telling my president yesterday, like I was like, we need to push it. We need to push it because it's not only there in San Diego, in LA, in what is the other baddest place? San Francisco, Phoenix. I'm just looking at the worst places that we can go to try to help these females, try to help these men that want to get out, and people that can't or don't have the funds and means to do what they need to do,
Yeah, I feel it. Let's do it.
See, and I mean, and we can start planning. Like I said, it's summer. We're gonna start planning to hit all these events and shit. Like going from state to state, and like I said, we can make sure that we have it to where we have it where we hand shit out. You know, do support. I actually on making some T-shirts and shit of everything that we support and everyone who's supporting us in our podcast. So I mean, like I said, everything's in the works. I'm trying to get it done before all these car shows and all these other shows that we have going on, so we can start handing it out, getting the name out there, getting your guys' names out there, everyone that we support and love. So again, I want to tell everybody thank you for being a part of the show today. I'm sorry if I didn't see your comments on Facebook. I'm having some issues over here. But anywho, we're gonna get it together. I'm gonna go through and see all you guys' stuff now. Thank you for guys for tuning in to Everybody Hates Lex podcast. Thank you, Blessed, for coming in and giving us your opinion. Adriana, thank you so much for being a part of the show today and putting out Homegirls de Corazon out there. And we'll go ahead and get all these resources and everything printed up and get it out there so that you guys can get to where you need to see. Again, thank you for being a part of the show. Anyone have anything they want to say before we close out?
Yeah, hey, just jump on my live in a little bit. We'll figure this shit out with that one with the donations and stuff. I'm down for that. All right. All right, then, y'all. I'm out. I'll see what's good. Adriana, you're still annoying as fuck. All right, I'm about to battle right now.
All right, Steve, thank you so much. We'll see you later. I'll see you on your live later. Tune in, guys. Let's go.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, Adriana.